One of the biggest strategies that I could offer people to try and maintain weight is to not set daily targets. We're not suited for that from a biological perspective or anything else. Most people know that we're through evolution, we've biologically adapted to an environment where food was either available or not, feast or famine. We were never good hunters apparently. So when food is available, we are biologically and genetically programmed to eat as much as we can and store as much as we can with the expectation that we're going to go through periods where we're not going to have food, but yet we'll survive and survive comfortably. Now that's been going on for millions of years. One of the reasons why there's such a big obesity epidemic going on at the moment isn't the fact that a lot of the food is crap and high calories and low nutrition. It's the fact that we don't go through famine anymore. The accessibility of food is just everywhere, 24/7. And our biology is not suited to that. And that's what we have to come to grips with and try and manage to some extent. So we're suited for constant change. Our biology is suited to maintaining and managing our weight on a weekly basis, much more than on a daily basis. So the idea of setting daily targets just does not make sense. Plus it means that you will always fail. If you're trying to count calories, for example, you're on any sort of diet, and then all of a sudden you've got a party or some function that's going to come along, you're going to fail or you're going to feel miserable and deprived, one or the other, but either way you'll sabotage yourself and you'll stop it. Whereas if you average everything out on a weekly basis, then you've got the ability to start making decisions for yourself and being in control of your lifestyle. And that's the secret for the rest of your life to managing any problem area that you identify. If your problem happens to be weight, then and the science is still absolutely firm on this notion that a kilogram of stored body fat has an energy equivalent of about 7,000 odd calories. So you might think, I'll just decrease my calorie count by 1,000 a day and then I should be on my way to losing a kilo per week. And that is true. But if you try and maintain 1,000 calories every day, less than what you're currently eating, you will end up feeling absolutely miserable. You might do it for a little bit of time, you can force yourself for that, but it's not going to be long term. And then your body will go back to the way it wants to go back to. Homeostasis, it's a very, very big driving force. So if you want to lose weight, give yourself 7,000 calories a week to get rid of rather than 1,000 calories a day. And that way you can go harder with your dietary interventions or your restrictions. Monday through to Thursday, it's easy, do it at home. And that gives you a little bit more calories or energy to play with on weekends so you can enjoy yourself a little bit more and indulge in some of the things that might come your way. That's the strategy. And the strategy is applied to every part of your lifestyle. You have this ability. If it's bread is your demon. You just eat too much of it. Figure out how much you're roughly eating per day, cut it down. Cut down 10 slices a day down to 4 slices a day if you think you could get away with just 4. Average that out, so you got 28 slices per week, and then decide how you want to do that. Eat the whole loaf on the first day, and then basically have nothing for the rest of the week. Not a lot of difference to having 4 slices a day every day of the week for 7 days. If your problems are that you eat too much fast food, and you're not cooking your own food, which is always going to be a healthier option, then instead of having 10 fast food meals, 5 lunches when you're working, etc., and on the weekends you like buying your stuff for breakfast or whatever, then drop it down to 5 fast food meals and average that out over a week. You've got the ability to decide when you're going to include your restrictions, not day to day. Alcohol is an easy one. If you're consuming 6 cans of beer a day and a half a bottle of red wine, that's 42 cans of beer a week, 3.5 bottles of red wine per week, and you think, well, I could probably cut that down a little bit. Say you cut it down, you thought, oh, well, I can live with a dozen cans of beer a week and maybe 2 bottles of red wine. So you decide how you wish to apportion that through the week. You might do Monday to Wednesday, have no alcohol. And then you've got all this alcohol to then spread out over the weekend, or spread it out evenly over the week. Even steps, you want to become more active. You jump into this 10,000 steps per day bit. It's always really hard. You can't do 10,000 steps a day sometimes. 70,000 steps per week though, that's a much easier option to do. If you don't make it one day, make up for it the next day. Or try and make up for it before you even get to that stage, and then you've always got this reserve you can play with if you're not feeling particularly well or you run out of time. It's the strategy that's important, and it's applied to every part of your life. And that is one of these things will let you maintain a lifestyle for the rest of your life without suffering too many problems.